Last week, when Sacramento Raceway owner Dave Smith floated the idea of selling the city's only drag strip, the news took the racing community by surprise.
People aren't even going to really realize it until it happens, the domino effect that this will have on the community as far as kids going to the streets to test their cars or shutting down I-80 just to get a race in because we ain't got nowhere to go.
Sac Raceway is one of only 4 quarter-mile drag strips sanctioned by the National Hot Rod Association in Northern California, and fans are worried if the track closes, the sport may move back to where it all began, in the streets.
Kids are going to die, for sure. Their kids are going to crash. They're going to, like I said, they're going to shut down the freeway. They're going to race. They're going to line it up in front of the state capitol, in front of your mom's house. That's where it's going to happen.
Robertson, a full-time drag racer who grew up at the track and has spent the better part of his adult life behind the wheel, says if races move back to the streets, the likelihood of crashes becoming fatal will only increase.
But you take it away in its entirety, then it's going to get wild on the streets.
Between 2001 and 2006, more than 800 people were killed in racing-related crashes, according to a report from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. California accounted for a quarter of those deaths. To get a better understanding of why Smith, the track's owner, has decided to sell, we went out to the raceway to talk to him. He declined an interview, but we were able to catch up with drivers like Sabrina Pecora, who, when she's not working as an emergency room nurse, is racing ultra-fast cars.
It absolutely would be very dangerous if, people took their cars to the street and went racing where there's not the safety regulations, there's not the safety crew on board, the track's not prepped, there's other people, bystanders, pedestrians all over that it could be very dangerous.
NorCal Drag Racing, an online magazine dedicated to keeping the sport alive in Northern California, petitioned Don Natale, the county supervisor who oversees the raceway's district, for information regarding the track's closure, citing concerns from a Smith family representative that the drag strip felt it was being forced to close due to a planned mixed-use commercial and residential development in the area. ABC 10 spoke to Natale, who said while he empathizes with the community's concerns about safety, multiple commercial and residential applications have already been submitted to develop the area, and the chances of Sacramento Raceway making an argument to remain operational in the middle of a future neighborhood are unlikely.
The property they're on is so valuable, they want to put houses and stuff on it. Not very many people care that there's a racetrack. The ground gets to be so valuable that this place is worth way more money with houses on it than a racetrack.
In ABC 10's brief conversation with the raceway's owner, he said the track wouldn't be closing until 2020, which gives drivers like Robertson 3 years to come up with a way to save the strip.
We have to stand together. When this place closes, then we'll take other options. But until that day, we need to fight for it. It's something that's worth fighting for as a community.